Hello and welcome to Faces of UCM. My name is Erin Wides, and this is a show that focuses on the hobbies and passions of those around us. Today we have Assistant Professor Matt Bird-Meyer joining us. Welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks for having me, Erin.
Absolutely.
This is really awesome.
Yeah. So can you tell us what your hobby is?
Well, so I'm here today to tell you a tale of an old man skateboarder. I like to skateboard.
Nice. So when did you get started and why?
Well, so I started when I was 10 years old, and so that was, oh my gosh, 30 plus years ago. So I've been doing it off and on 30 plus years. I got started after kind of the stereotypical cliche, the neighbors were doing it and it looked cool. I mean, really, it looked cool. I had previously only like butt boarded, before. Another neighbor had a little banana board and sat on it and rolled down his driveway and was terrified by it and sort of like forget about that. But years later, some different neighbors had skateboards and they were doing it out on the street and it looked really cool. So I continued to do it because what's interesting about skateboarding is it looked cool when I did it. It was super fun, and when I did it, I found other kids were doing it, and we became basically best friends, lifelong friends, and it brought us together. It brought my friends, and it brings people together, and we're sort of tied by this like universal like I don't know, brotherhood. Now it's a sisterhood. I mean, it's more and more women are doing it and making a good living doing it too. But we were tied together by skateboarding and music and art and the whole thing. So skateboarders are more than just knuckleheads on skateboards. They're like really smart people. Not that I'm super smart, but the people I like to hang out with were really smart people, business people. They start their own companies. They create their own products. They're musicians. They paint. It's just awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So what are some of your favorite runs, your favorite tricks to do while on the board?
Oh gosh, favorite tricks. I try not to well, I try, but I do. I always fall into the same routine. Every time I go out, I have this certain like run sequence that I want to get through. But the biggest thing I like to do is roll away. Anything I do, as long as I'm rolling away, it's awesome. Yeah.
Absolutely. So have you ever had any bad injuries because of skateboarding?
Not really. I've been really lucky over the years. Spraining my wrists and spraining my every single finger, both wrists, terrible bruises and stuff. I guess the worst, I've never broken a bone, but the worst thing I did was while I was going to school in Kirksville, I ollied off a curb onto some sand and slid out and hit my head on the curb and got like 10 stitches in the back of my head. So that was the worst thing.
Yeah. And so you kind of said, it brings people together. You form this group. Are there any other things you get out of it, or like what's the best part of it for you?
Just the exhilaration. Just like try until you do something and you accomplish it and you roll away just super happy. And then everybody's like behind you yelling and screaming. It's just so much fun.
Yeah, absolutely. So the people that want to try maybe, or they're thinking about it, and they're like, I can't, because I know, I saw you doing this. I was like, I would hit my head, I would wipe out right away.
Right.
What advice do you have to them?
That's the thing. You just have to try it. You have to go out and do it and do it and do it and fall and fall and fall. And it's sort of like a life lesson. Get back up every single time. Mm-hmm. And once you get back up and roll away, it's the best feeling ever.
Yeah.
Just try it.
And so, who do you skateboard with now when you're able to get time and go do it?
I throughout my life, I've been kind of a loner. So I would go out by myself if I wasn't out with my crew. So I still kind of go out by myself. And so over the years, when we had a skate park built here in town, I've sort of fallen into the younger crews. We would just meet up and skate with random people here in town, younger kids, and they would always ask me, how old are you? And I'd say, shut up.
Yeah. Oh, amazing.
Yeah. But what's funny is I would also run into fellow faculty members there at the skate parks. There's a biology professor here who skates. There was a art professor who skated. Now he's in Cal Polytech teaching out there.
Yeah.
So,
absolutely. Well, thank you so much for coming. That's about all we have time for today. It was great learning more about what you like to do and why you do it. Make sure you join us for another episode, and thank you for tuning in to Faces of UCM.
Thanks, Erin.